Hi guys, this is Karen. Welcome to another video, another exciting video. I recently posted a haul of all of my shopping from Spain, mainly in Sephora, but not only in Sephora. And it's time to do a try on. So I left only the makeup parts of everything I bought. And I haven't opened anything. The only thing I used is the foundation, and everything else is kept sealed, and it's time to use it. It's been too long since I came back from Spain. I wanted to say France, I don't know why, because I haven't been to France for ever. So I'm back from Spain for such a long time ago and I haven't used anything, so that's except of the foundation. That's a shame. Okay, so we'll start with a primer, and I got this one. This is the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer Base. Now this I bought for this is the 15 milliliters. I think it's the small one, and I bought this in a recommendation from Tati. Tati recommended this. She swears by it, she loves it, and I thought it's time for me to grab it and try it. So this is how it looks like. Yeah, as you can see, untouched. So we're going to touch it. I wonder how it's going to taste yeah, it's going to taste like it looks very moussey. You see the peak looks like a whipped cream. So let's see the texture. Oh, it's a bit okay. It's a cream, not what I expected. It's a cream. Let's just apply it to my pores, and sadly enough I have large pores, so we'll be able to see the difference between two sides. So there will be one side with a primer, one side without a primer. I think that's the best way to test the primer, to put it only on one side of your face and to see the impact of the primer. I like the texture. It doesn't have a scent, which is perfect. So far, like it, but it's too soon to tell. Consistency is very nice. It applies easily. So just half of my face. What's that? Probably from the skincare. Okay, can we see a difference between two sides? Well, definitely. I can definitely see a difference between the side, this side with the primer, this side without the primer, and I'll come closer to the camera and you can see here my pores, and here they're definitely more reduced and not as apparent as here. I mean, look here. Here I have the largest amount of pores on both sides. So here we can see the pores. Here we can't see the pores. Did we strike gold? So far I'm loving it to the roof, and I understand why Tati recommended this primer. It's not affordable, it's very expensive, but if this is going to be the outcome, then I like it. Okay, for foundation, I bought two of these. This one I already used, as I said. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever. Mine is in the shade 17.5N. I bought both in the same shade. I think now, looking back, that was a bit of a mistake. I should have chosen a lighter shade or a darker shade as an additional shade, but this is what happened, and we're going to take, you know what, let's apply it with my finger. This is the shade you can see. And when I was in Spain, I guess I was darker because it was a perfect match. What do we think about it? This is the side with the primer. I'm applying it with my fingers you know, it's not a mistake. I really want to examine it with the primer, and I'm scared that, well, not scared, but I don't want the sponge to take away from the primer and affect its, I don't know, affected it anyway. So this was one pump, half of my face without my forehead. How do you think about the shade? Oh, it looks nice. Well, it's definitely my shade. But we're just at the beginning of summer, so what the hell is this here? It's just the beginning of summer. Maybe later on it will not fit me as much. I'm taking another pump and I'm applying it with my fingers, doing the same thing as I did with the side of the primer. And yeah, I am adding it under my eyes because I'm not using a concealer. So I really enjoy the consistency of this Sephora. It doesn't have a scent, if you're interested in that. Let's say for a reference, my shade in Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation is 4. If you want to have some kind of reference to the shade number, taking a tiny bit more and applying it to the forehead. And I totally forgot to change my battery before sitting to film, and now my battery is yelling at me. Why didn't you change me? Why didn't you change me? That's cute. So I guess in a few minutes we'll take a break and we'll change the battery. Okay, so as I said, I deliberately applied with my fingers, even though I have my damp sponge here. I didn't want to use it. Now let's see side by side, with primer, without primer, because you know that's what matters. Here we can definitely see my pores, so maybe I didn't apply enough primer, because here, I mean, they're not completely invisible. They are visible, but they are less shown than here. They're less visible. But when I'm applying the makeup, they're pretty, they look almost the same. So with foundation, without primer, with foundation, without primer. And I have to say, there is a slight difference, but not something to run and buy the Tarte primer like I saw initially when I had only the primer. When I had only the primer on, then it looked like magic has happened here. And my pores disappeared. Maybe it's the foundation. Maybe it's also the foundation that it's great and is hiding the pores also. We need to try with another foundation and then we'll be sure completely. So far I like the outcome. You can still see my skin. This is very medium coverage, light to medium. If I need more, I can add more coverage here to my dark spots. just like that. And of course you can still see my skin and all its imperfections. So I didn't buy concealer even though I was at the KVD presentation aisle. How is it called? Counter? Okay, let's go with counter. I was at the KVD counter, and at the first Sephora they didn't have my shade and I was really bummed, but at the other Sephora in Madrid they did have my shade, but then I opted out and decided not to buy it. I have so many concealers and as you can see I hardly use them. Okay, let's see what else I got. Now I really want something for the lips, and I got this from Fenty Beauty. This is their Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer. Mine is in the shade Fussy, number 2. And this is how it looks like. Well, the packaging is just out of this world. I really like it. Again, haven't used anything except of the foundation, so let's try it for the first time. If I'm not mistaken, I swatched it on my back of my hand, but I didn't apply it to my lips. I'm usually not a fan of lip glosses, so let's keep our fingers crossed that it's not tacky as a lip gloss. Oh my god, the scent! Such a fruity candy scent. Well, I can sit here all day and smell it. It smells just like candy, a fruity kind of candy. And so far, it's definitely not glossy as a regular lip gloss, even though it is a gloss balm. So maybe it's a combination between a gloss and a balm, hydration balm and a gloss. I don't know, but it is beautiful. Look at my lips, they're shiny and glossy and beautiful, and it's comfortable on the lips. I applied slightly heavy, what's wrong with me? Slightly heavy coat. I should have applied a thinner coat, and then I assume I won't be able to feel it on my lips, because right now I do feel that I have a gloss on, but it is not sticky, it's not making my lips dry. It gives them hydration. Ooh, love it. And this is a beautiful shade, Fussy. This is so beautiful. Okay, love it. Next up, now I didn't buy a powder because I usually don't wear a lot of powders and I already have so many powders, so I opt out on powders. But I did got this from Fenty Beauty. This is the matte contour skin stick. Mine is in the shade Mocha. This is the outer packaging. This is the shade, and this is the beautiful packaging. Same shape and everything. This looks beautiful. It's very slight scent. This is how it looks like. Let's swatch it on my hand. Oh, this is a really nice shade. I swatched it at Sephora, wondering which shade will work best. I don't know why they call it contour. Contour is supposed to be ashier. This is definitely not a contour, at least for me. So maybe it's a contour for other skin tones, but definitely for me it's a bronzer. So I'm just contouring my face, and I contoured here above my cheekbone. So now it's time. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Should I wait for it to dry or just smudge it now? I have a clean brush. I clean my brushes. Okay, I should have waited. I shouldn't have waited. It's okay. So I'm just spreading it with my brush so it won't look like a straight line on my forehead like it looks now. I don't know if I should have waited for it to dry or not, but you know, it's trial and error. This is a try on, first impression kind of a thing. Okay, first of all, it's a great shade. Let's just diffuse it with the brush. This is what it looks like diffused, but it's already dry, so okay, so you have to work with it quickly and not wait for it to dry like I did. I shouldn't have waited, but I really like the shade. Very pretty. Now I bought another bronzer, but powder from the Sephora collection. This is called bronzing powder in the shade 03 Mykonos. So this is the front. This is the back. Really nice packaging. You can, I don't know, hang it for display because it's beautiful, and it comes from here. Really like the packaging, and this is the shade that I chose. And it says here, once finished, undress me. That's nice. Okay, let's take the same brush and just add. Oh, we should have swatched. Okay, I'll swatch in a minute. And just set the stick, even though I'm not sure that we need, but I already bought this, so we need to use it, right? Now I didn't buy an eyeshadow palette, so we'll use this as a transition shade for the eyes. Now I also did not buy eye primer because I have so many. No, I don't have a lot of bronzers. I just have a drawer full of bronzers, but I bought another bronzer. I should have bought an eye primer because I really wanted to take, you know, to have a full face of Sephora, and it didn't come out like this. So this was the bronzer, and we're going to take, oh, we need to prime the eyelids. So let's take from my magic drawer the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. Urban Decay is also available in Sephora, and let's just prime my eyelids. So I didn't bought it this time in Sephora. If I'm not mistaken, I got this when I bought a package from Call Beauty. You know, they have their collection packages. There is one now, and it's beautiful, and I'm really deliberating if to buy it or not. By the time I'll decide, it will be out of stock. That's going to be 100% chance of that to happen. So I'm just taking my bronzer and a clean brush. Oh, and we need to swatch as well. So I'm just adding it so I have something on my eyelids. And I don't have a blush, which is a big bummer. Well, I wanted to buy the Sephora collection blushes, but they only had one shade in stock, and I didn't want to get it. It was too orangey, and I didn't want to buy it. It wasn't the color that I like, so I didn't buy. Yeah, I didn't buy. Nope. But we do have a highlighter. So let's take something from my collection as a blush. Let's take, I know, I can't, okay, so dirty, oh my god, fingerprints all over. Iconic London. This is their duo. I really love these. So let's take just the blush side and just add some color to my cheeks. Just like that. And we are blushed. We also need to add mascara for my collection because I didn't buy a mascara. I have too many. I don't need another one, definitely. Okay. Brows. Yeah, let's do brows. Okay. I got this. This is not from Sephora. This is one of the drugstores in Spain. This is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. Mine is in the shade brown ash brown. Okay. Oh, we didn't swatch the bronzer next to the Fenty. Oh my god, how did I forget? Okay, so I'm taking back the bronzer because I said something that I'm going to do it, so you know, let's do it. So this is the Fenty and this is the Sephora. I think the Fenty is a bit too dry now, but we can see the differences. You want to add from the Fenty. Yeah, I know you want to add from the Fenty. And this is exactly what we're going to do, or did. So this is the Fenty, and this is the Sephora. The Fenty is definitely darker. And it's more neutral. This one is a bit too orangey. Now for the brows, this is the NYX and this is the pen. Very nice. Let's take the small mirror and add some hairs to my brows. Very light hand. Don't be aggressive. If you're in a hurry, don't use a pen because it takes a while to paint the individual brows. So definitely don't do that if you're in a hurry. If you're in a hurry, take a pencil. Pencil is one and done really quickly. So if you're in a hurry, please don't use the pen. Okay, I added. Really like this very narrow, very thin pen. Okay, now I need to have just something to brush my brows. So I'm taking this spoolie and just brushing them. There's no material on the spoolie. So we have brows. Now I wanted to buy this for such a long time, and every time I wanted to place an order it was out of stock. And when I was in Sephora, the first Sephora in Barcelona did not have this at all. Nothing. It was clear. There was nothing in the Rare Beauty stand. Nothing. Oh, stand. That's the word I was looking for when we talked about the KVD. So stand. Okay. And I really wanted to buy it. Everyone was talking about it. This is the Positive Light Silky Touch Highlighter. Mine is in Flumed. Now, with the second Sephora that I saw this last one and I grabbed it. No matter the shade, no matter what, I grabbed it and bought it. Luckily that I did it, because the third Sephora that I was in Madrid, I think it was in Circo de Sol, they didn't have anything from Rare Beauty. So I'm glad that I at least bought that, even though it wasn't the shade that I really wanted. I wanted another shade, but this is what we have. This gorgeousness, it is beautiful. Let's swatch it. Very silky, and we'll swatch it here. And it looks like it's very, very beamy, very coppery. It looks similar to the liquid highlighter that I have. Let's grab that one. I have a liquid from Rare Beauty that I've also bought in Sephora. That it's very similar in shade. It's just, okay, no, it's not. My mistake. This one is definitely darker. Let's spread it a bit. Yeah, this one is more, well, this one is more coppery. This is the liquid one. This one is more gold. Okay, my bad. So let's just use it. Let's just take a brush and use it. This is liquid gold. Reminds me of Dior. But let's see if it blends, because the Dior one sets and doesn't blend. And let's see if this one blends. It's beaming. You can see me from another planet. I'm not sure that I'm liking it. It's too much. Maybe I need to place it elsewhere, because where I placed it now makes it gives highlight, but to the wrong place, because it gives highlight to my dark circles. Can you see that now? Okay, that's a bummer. But we're going to use the residue on my eyelids. Okay, there's nothing left. Oh, I ruined the pattern. This is a big bummer. But for the eyelids, this is perfect. This is beautiful for the eyelids. Look at the pattern. I ruined it. Yeah, bummer. Okay, what I think about it, well, I prefer it as, well, I do prefer it as an eyeshadow than a primer. This is too beamy, too strong. Well, it's too much for me anyways. Now I don't have mascara. The last things that I have two lipsticks and a lip liner. I didn't bought these in Sephora. I bought them in one of the drugstores in Spain, so we'll try them. Well, I don't want to remove the gloss from Fenty, but I need to put mascara, so let's use my By Terry. This is the Growth Booster. This is a mini. I really need to finish it and throw it. I already thrown my Maybelline Curl Bounce, if I'm not mistaken was the name, and I had it for, well, 4 months, almost 4 months, 3.5 months, and I told myself that when I'm opening a new mascara, I will write down the date and I will throw it after 3 months. But I really enjoyed using the Maybelline, so I kept using it for another 2 weeks, and then I tossed it because it was clappy and became harder and harder to remove. That was the cue to throw it away. I don't know if you can see anything, but I'm just coating my lashes with this mascara from By Terry. I like this mascara, but I don't know if I will repurchase. By Terry is very expensive, and there are things that are not worth my money. It's nice, but you know, I had better. Okay, now let's see what I got. This one is from Essence. This is Hugs and Teddies. This is the name. There's a shade name, yeah. Daba. This is the shade name. So let's add around the Fenty gloss. They really go well together. Okay, let's swatch it here maybe. It's just the shade. Really nice shade. Very neutral and nude. Well, not a nude, a dark nude maybe. Very beautiful. It's a mocha shade basically. Okay, now I have two lipsticks from Catrice. These two. They are called Shine Bomb. I have one in 100 and one in 20. Let's swatch them side by side. This is 20. This is 20. A very light nude shade. And this is 100. Oh, very plump. Which one I want to use? I think I'll use the nude one. It matches my look today. The plump will look straight, but I don't want to use it on top of the Fenty. Okay. Life is difficult. Oh God. If that was difficult, then never mind, we won't go there. This is on top of the Fenty. It's not sticky, it's not tacky, like the shade. So this is the nudie one. This is 20, this is 100. More plummy. I think these were the only ones that were in stock. So I bought these. I really like their matte version. I really like the matte version. I have a few, and I thought if I really like the mattes, then I'll probably like the balm. These are the mattes. This is number, where is the number? 80. This is number 80. I have 3, but one is in my bag, so I won't run and bring it. Okay. This was number 10. Look what happened to it. Let's stick it back and swatch it. This is number 10. This is number 80 from the matte version that was called, oh my god, this is so semi-matte. Yeah, I have another shade, but again it's in my bag and it's almost over. Okay, so this is the final look with everything I got in Spain. What do we think about the look? Well, the eyes are beautiful. I really enjoyed using the Fenty highlighter as an eyeshadow. I do prefer, I'm telling you, this is just like Dior. Same formula as Dior. I have it here. The contour luminizer. Same exact formula. And I don't like this Dior one. This is the Dior one. Same exact formula. It's beaming. Let's just swatch it. Beaming, but not in a good way. I want to swatch it next to the Rare Beauty. Okay, so I'll swatch it above the Rare Beauty. This one is Dior. Can we zoom in, please? Thank you. This is the Dior. This is the Rare Beauty. It's not the same shade. This one is more pinky, this one more gold, but the outcome on the lips is exactly the cheeks is exactly the same, beaming from outer space. And I have this line here above, not above, below my eyes, and I feel like it's emphasizing my circles. Let me know what you think. Do you like this Rare Beauty highlighter? Was it just hyped with no reason to be hyped? Do you like it? Please let me know. If you have a different shade than Flunt, the one that I have, and you really love it, let me know and I will purchase a new one when I will be in Sephora. This is great. Okay, I think the look turned out beautifully. I did like a lot the gloss. I think the Fenty gloss is phenomenal. I do like the combination with the bronzer, the Fenty and the Sephora. It turned out beautifully. The brows turned out beautifully as well. Now, primer. This side had a primer, this side didn't have a primer. What do we think now? Okay, now after I finished everything and it sat on my face for about, well, more than half an hour, this side is better. Pore-wise, this side is definitely better, but not, you know, drastically better, but better. Maybe it's best to wear on days that I'm not wearing foundation, because as you saw, I really hope that you were able to see, when I didn't have the foundation, the difference was extraordinary. So maybe it's good for days that I'm not applying foundation. It's usually on weekends. Usually for work I do apply foundation every day. This is it. I really had a blast. I hope that you did too. It was fun and we tried new things and I really like the outcome. I do miss some color because I usually make something more colorful, but I didn't want to, you know, mix another palette that I didn't buy in Sephora to the mix here. I used the mascara and I used the blush that were in my collection and a primer. So eye primer and blush and mascara I used from my collection. I don't know, maybe next time I will be in Sephora I will buy a full face. I'm not really sure, we'll see. I'll think about it. Let me know what would you like to see. Would you like to see a full face of products from Sephora? Is it interesting? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, that's it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Look at these swatches. I love swatching. You know, that's just what I like to do, swatch. Yeah, love swatching. So if you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Join my family here on YouTube. Don't forget to click on the notification note. And with that said, I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.